deposition with New York Attorney General is released on the advice of his lawyer. Donald Trump was as careful as he could be in the process. But he still took the opportunity to take a political shot at the New York Attorney General in the video, which Donald Trump is defiant from the start. Video of Trump taking the fifth in deposition with New York Attorney General is released. I know what I did wrong, but after the video surfaced, New York State Attorney General Letitia James filed a lawsuit against some of the former president's children and some of his business executives over the organization's business practices, and stated that you won. In the room with James to read into the record the largest witch hunt in his country's history. Trump called for an investigation that is an affront to the legal system and accused him of going after it for his own political gain. He developed a political platform. Video of Trump taking the fifth in deposition with New York Attorney General is released. Video of Trump taking the fifth in deposition with New York Attorney General is released and made a career of maliciously attacking me and my business before she knew she had elected him. Then Trump announced that he would not take any more questions. In my view, it would be foolish not to take the Fifth Amendment, but Trump has repeatedly mocked people who violate the Fifth Amendment in the past, setting it in contrast to a criminal trial. He is able to take the fact of his taking the Fifth Amendment and asking the jury what is the Fifth Amendment that they hold against him is too big to stop typing in another case. As well as the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, sources familiar with the matter told CNN. Evidence began to be presented to a grand jury this week that Trump has begun presenting evidence about porn star Stormy Daniels' alleged role in keeping quiet about an alleged affair she had with him. A few years ago, David Packer, the former head of the David Packer Company, told the National Enquirer, "Was expected. Read more. What is the Fifth Amendment?" Sources who met with prosecutors in the case this week told CNN Packer was at the center of what former president's former lawyer Michael Cohen says was a 2016 scheme to pay Dean $130,000 to prevent him from going public about the alleged affair with Cohen, providing alleged payoffs to Trump. Trump's statement today: "They see what he said to Donald Trump. You put it behind him years ago. He thought it was over with the state's prosecution, and now investigators are looking at him and are they deciding whether to charge him with something like that?" Is Donald Trump has denied involvement in any payments that could hurt his political career. Her affair with a Stormy Daniels and indeed a Manhattan spokeswoman is denied. A video of the August testimony the New York Principal Legal Officer's Office took of previous President Donald Trump, in which Trump conjured the fifth revision and declined to respond to questions, was delivered Tuesday. Trump News Today latest: "Anybody in my position not taking the fifth correction would be a bonehead, and outright dolt," Trump said toward the start of the statement. The previous president conjured the fifth in excess of multiple times during the statement, as per various sources acquainted with the matter. Trump was ousted as a feature of New York head legal officer Letitia James' considerate examination concerning the Trump Association's strategic policies. which finished in a claim documented by Jones in September against Trump, a portion of his youngsters, and leaders of his business. Fifth Amendment rights. The video is a nearby shot of Trump. The examiners addressing him are not on camera. Jones can be heard presenting herself toward the beginning of the testimony. His meandering, aimlessly opening assertion, which endured almost 7 minutes, went through allegations that Jones was researching him for political reasons, and included swipes at Michael Cohen, the previous Trump legal counselor, whose legislative declaration about his strategic policies that began the principal legal officer's test. He likewise referred to the FBI's pursuit of his Blemish-Alago home, which happened 2 days before the August 10th statement. Consequences of pleading the Fifth. Trump said he had no decision yet to conjure the fifth correction. When the scrutinizing, which included inquiries concerning his organization's budget reports and how the Trump Association worked, got going. Trump gave a canned reaction to allude to his conjuring of his Fifth Revision freedoms. The statement unfurled throughout the span of a few hours on August 10. The video, delivered Tuesday, traverses around 37 minutes and covers the bits of the testimony record that had been recently delivered.